to another incredible episode of Celebrity Catwalk. I'm Jennifer Bartok Taylor, and I have the privilege of having an incredible force. If you have anything to do with the pet community, then you know the name Ada Nieves. She is a innovator, she's an instructor, a mentor, and a producer of incredible pet fashion events here in New York City. She also has animals that appear in movies. We're going to get into all of her Hollywood connections. She is a huge animal advocate, and that's one of the many things that we're going to touch on today. I don't know, we may have to do a series of sit-downs with Ada, but she is here today to just talk to us a little bit about what she's got going on this summer, and she's got an incredible guest with her that we're going to get into and discuss some of her incredible rescue and advocacy work that really makes her an icon in the pet community. Thank you, Ada, for being here.
Wow, that's quite an introduction.
You didn't know I'm the president of your fan club. I'm a stalker, I'm a stalker and the president of your fan club. Have you had any downtime this summer, first of all?
Well, I'm always busy. There's always something, and I don't like to have downtime. If I see that there's an opening to schedule something in there, I throw it.
Okay, yeah. Good. Well, I know
I like to keep myself busy.
Good. Let's first, you have one of your many incredible chihuahuas is, I can't even say making their movie debut because this is not a movie debut. This is a repeat performance, but a major theatrical film. Please tell us about that.
Oh, you're talking about Manhattan.
Yes.
Because you saw the movie, The Con is on, with a stellar participation, and they hired my Manhattan to be in the movie. Yes, I'm a proud
and Manhattan is acting along, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's with Uma Thurman and some heavy A-list.
Yeah, Sofia Vergara. Yes.
That's incredible. Yeah. So Manhattan pretty soon. I don't know if Manhattan's going to ask you for a dressing room and craft services.
They get their own dressing room. They get their yes. She probably wants to be emancipated by now.
Absolutely. You're gonna have to go through an assistant to have a conversation.
Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, without further ado, let's first start off also by talking about your special guest, Frank Sinatra,
yes,
who you have brought with us today. Please tell us how Mr. Sinatra came into your life and what happened.
This is Frank Sinatra. I named him like that because he's always meowing. And of course, he's a little baby and has blue eyes. The eye color are going to change as he grows older. But this is a little rescue. He was found on the grass on a patio. And then the person who found him didn't know what to do, and they contacted me. I gave them instructions to create a special formula until, the kitten was brought to the city, and he was on that. His eyes were closed, his ears were shut, he was newborn. He had markings, which at the beginning I thought it was another animal that bit him, but then it makes sense when they said that it looked more like a cigarette burn.
You guys, people are abusing newborn animals in this country. It is absolutely, thank God for you, Ada, thank God.
It's very sad because probably it's a reflection of what a person is going through. And when a person does that, as bad as it is, you can imagine that they also need help.
You're absolutely right.
And so it's sad. It's sad that the animal reflects the troubles of a human being. And it's sad that I do not know who's that person, because I would love to help them too. When you see something happen like that, you look at the whole picture and you try to find help for everyone. But luckily, Frankie was found. He had some rough days at the beginning. We were not sure he was going to survive. He's only 15 days old right now. He's still on a very thin line. For being so young, he cannot have anything when it comes to medications and things from the veterinarian. They don't even want to touch him. They're very scared.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So people don't. Do you have any advice for people who find newborn, in this case, abandoned newborn animals? What do you? Is there any suggestion?
Well,
because, like you said, the vet, he's too young for the vet.
Yeah, he's too young for the vet. It's always good if you find them to take to the vet so they can do like some type of checkup and give you an idea on how the status of the animal, guidance of what you need. But thank God for Google.
Okay, good to know.
Because I always say, if you find an animal and you are in a situation where you do not know who to call, just Google, like in this case, newborn kitten care, and you're going to find formula recipes that you can do at home. You're going to find directions on how to feed them. For example, when people think that because they're a baby, they're going to grab them like this and give them the bottle.
Yes.
That's completely wrong. It can cause them to get drowned because the milk, instead of going down, it will go up and it covers the nostrils. So it's better for the kittens to eat with the belly down.
Good information.
And then you put the bottle, the little dropper, and give them the milk. You also have to stimulate them so they can do their business, 1 and 2, because that's what moms do with the little kittens. So you become the cat mom, and you do all these massages so his metabolism works.
Yes.
You also, with a little cotton, you massage the eyes and the ears. Again, everything is a stimulation.
Yes.
So the nervous system starts working.
Yes.
And then as sad as it is that he's not with his mom, the good thing about him, you see, he's meowing. That's why he's called Frank Sinatra.
Oh, yes.
The good thing about him is that he's learning to be handled. I touch his paws constantly, which by the time that he's grown up, people will be able to clip their nails without any issue.
Yes.
Okay, and I pet him all over his little body everywhere. So when it's time for him to go to the veterinarian, he won't be finicky or scared.
I have friends who have animals that they need to sedate before they take them to the veterinarian. So that what you're saying rings true across the board. Absolutely.
The more, he's too small to be socializing with people. I don't like to do it until they are vaccinated or start getting dewormers and all of that. However, I like to, take him around with me. Obviously, I have to feed him every 2 hours, so it's not like I can leave him.
Oh, Ada, you haven't slept in a while then.
Yeah, but the good thing is that he learns to be handled. He learns to adjust to different environments, and he learns to don't be scared, to trust.
Yes.
And hopefully he will go to a good home where they will continue what I'm doing. It's for the best of the animal.
Absolutely.
And I'm hoping that, this is his debut
yes.
on television. Maybe there's something greatness for him on TV.
This is the beginning. This is absolutely the beginning. Absolutely. Now, Ada, many people don't know this, but is it fair to say that your creative roots began in baking and cooking? I know that's another life that you do not.
That's another life.
And me being an incredible foodie, I of course love that.
Yes.
So before you were this force in the pet world, you were or I shouldn't say you were, you still are, it's nothing that you've lost, but you were heavily and doing a lot of baking and cooking.
Yes. Yes, that was what I was doing, children's birthday parties, and I love making all the goodies for the parties, not only the cake, but the cookies and all the candies, everything involved in the birthday party. Even sometimes people will hire me even to do the decoration, do the whole party, and coordinate everything, organize for them. I just transfer that for the animals.
You just move that over.
Yes.
Where did you start your love of cooking and baking? Was that growing up, or did you just fall into it, or can you say where that started?
Yeah, no, the funny thing was like my stepson, he was in Catholic school, and he had one day one of those bake sale days, and they require for the parents to bring something made at home, and I didn't know how to bake anything. I mean, I hardly knew how to cook, but I played the game, and then I went to the store and bought one of those boxes of cake mix and baked the cake with my kid, and it was horrible. It tasted terrible. But then next day we went to school, and all these moms, which obviously were more experienced than I was, brought beautiful cakes, and they look like made in very fancy bakeries, and I felt so bad. But my stepson was so proud of the little cake that we made, because it was was made with love.
It was made from the heart. Yes.
And he was showing it to all the moms and to the teachers, to everyone, and I was just getting shrinking by the minute because I thought it was so ugly. But then I promised myself that next time that I had to do that, it was going to be a showstopper. I'm very competitive.
Good, that's good.
So, and that's what happened. I mean, the next bake sale, I prepared myself for a few months, and for the next bake sale, I brought a sculpture cake.
Wow.
Yes, big wow. Because I know how to sculpt. I just thought, how can I use this other medium and utilize my skills into it? And funny, then that cost me starting a job business where I was supplying Chelsea Piers and the Ant Farm and the Animal Farm and the Gymboree and Jody's Gym and a lot of places in New York City. I was the person to do their birthday parties.
You see that at Celebrity Catwalk, we get to the undercover reporting. Yeah. I love it, the investigative reporting.
I did cakes for Robert De Niro, for Lisa Kudrow, for Michael J. Fox, for a lot of people.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
That is very exciting. Yeah. Any other plans coming up? Anything that's on the horizon that you want to share with us that you're working on? I know you're staying very busy. Your hands are full, literally every hour or two with Frank Sinatra. But I know you always have some good irons in the fire.
Well, I mean, funny enough that I have the kitty with me. I have the cat fashion show coming up on August 2nd at the Algonquin Hotel.
Nice.
That is to support the Mayors Alliance. I've been their cat couturier for like 5 or 6 years now. It's something that I look forward to, because after I adopted my cat Martini, that he introduced me to this other world of felines. Yes. I wanted to help.
Yes.
The little kitties too.
Yes.
So, and then after that, of course, we have the Halloween dog parade at Tompkins Square Park, which is in October. And in between, I have all my Chihuahua meetup parties and events and other fundraisers that I like to go and support in the community, and the Catwalk, obviously.
You are a huge, huge supporter. You will always see an Ada Nieves design on our raffle and auction table, and she attends, and it's one, you really, I don't know how you spread yourself out so much. You need to clone yourself.
Well, but when you do something that you enjoy, you don't feel it. You just do things that, and you're having fun.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You're right. You're absolutely right. This was amazing, absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, Ada. Any excuse to have you back. You know I'll be having you back again. We're going to need some regular Frank Sinatra updates. Do you know about how long will you need? Obviously, even if you found a magnificent home for him tomorrow, he isn't ready to go.
No, we are taking applications. Nice. I like to receive many, so we can compare and choose which will be more compatible for his personality as he grows. And for the thing that he's going to be doing, and my own expectations,
which are going to be very high. It's going to be tough.
So
it's going to be a rigorous interview process with you. I don't know.
He will go for free to the best home, and but whoever we choose, they have to wait at least 9 weeks until he's fully vaccinated.
Okay.
And then after that, we have to make sure that he gets neutered.
Yes, of course, absolutely.
Yes.
Amen.
And then they will enjoy this little piece of heaven.
Absolutely, absolutely. Literally bottle fed and raised from
And
you
who knows,
from the
he
beginning.
probably ended up like Tabasco have done a live theater in Lincoln Center.
Oh.
I mean, Manhattan has 2 movies.
See
Mojito
that?
has a whole series in Nickelodeon. I mean, so maybe, you know, Frank Sinatra has something on you know.
That's right.
I always think that there's a reason and a purpose for everything, right?
There you go.
So maybe that's why he's here.
There you go. And you saw him here first.
And you saw this little stuff first.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. You can follow Ada on Facebook, on Instagram, adanieves.com.
adanieves4pets.com.
Ah, thank you. adanieves4pets.com.
Yeah.
Feel free to follow her, check her out, and she will be back with us again soon. Thank you very much. Welcome back to Celebrity Catwalk. I have an incredible tall drink of Italian water here with us. She's been a Celebrity Catwalk supporter. She's an incredible designer. She is truly a creative force here in New York City and abroad. We're going to get into all of her wonderful international design accomplishments. Pamela Quincy is here. Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you
This is
so
going to be
much.
one of many visits. We're going to have you back for a fashion show.
Oh, absolutely.
But I hope we're getting these incredible shoes. Pamela really, is it fair to say, Pamela, correct me if I'm wrong, that your main design focus, because I know you also do handbags and you do other things, but you really, as the Cinderella of New York, let me
Yes.
get it together, as the Cinderella of New York, shoes has really been your passion.
Yes, absolutely true.
When did that start? How did that start? Please take us back. I picture it, you know, Italy, you
Yes.
know, 1985, because you're only about 17 years old,
Yes,
of course. So
thank you
please
so
please take us back to the beginning. Tell us what happened.
Exactly. So I was born in Italy, in Rome.
Wow.
And I studied in Milan. I studied as a fashion designer. And I was working in the fashion industry in Milan for a few years. I've been living in Milan for 9 years. And then one day, I wanted to have a trip. I had a trip for vacation, and I came to New York. It was just, for me, like a relaxed
New York
moment.
trumped Milan?
New York won.
New York won over Milan,
New
Italy.
York won over Milan.
Okay,
yes.
you please. What? Because of course no one would probably believe that. What about New York? Do you remember? Can you
Oh
say?
yes, I remember very well. I was working in Milan for fashion Italian companies,
Yes.
for made in Italy companies. But then at one point, the recession arrived in Italy, and I found myself without a job in that moment. So I just had a trip to relax, because it was like a few months that I was, you know, very stressed and, you know, trying to see what was going on. It was a very bad moment. I'm talking about 2009.
Okay.
So when I came to New York just for vacation, I felt the energy of this city, like, give me just like a moment
Yes.
of, oh my God, where am I?
Wow.
So this energy and walking around the streets and feeling like the whole atmosphere of the city really make me think. And I just came like to, you know, as a tourist, like for fun. But then during my days of the vacation, I said, I'm going to try to find a job here as a designer. And so I did, and I transformed my vacation into a mission, looking
Wow.
for a job.
Okay.
And then I think it was maybe destiny or coincidence, or I don't know. I found a position as a fashion designer here in Manhattan, and I was designing handbags for a company. And this company hired me, and the whole adventure started.
Oh, that's right. And as they say, and the rest is history.
And the rest is history, yes.
Wow.
Yeah. And I moved in 2009, September 2009. So next year will be 10 years that I'm in New York.
Wow.
Time
Okay,
flies.
time does fly.
Time flies, yes.
And I guess you literally were not traded for anywhere else in the world.
I love New York. I then traveled, like last year I went to Italy, and then I lived in Los Angeles for 1 year.
Okay.
And then I came back to New York because this is where I belong.
Okay.
But I love to travel and to, you know, explore and also make connection and promote my shoes.
Yes.
I had a beautiful time in Los Angeles, but New York is where the energy of my brand and for me is an inspiration every day.
Yes.
So I love to be in the city back here.
Yes.
Because I was away for a year and a half, but.
And your brand of shoes, for those who don't know, is Kalami. Correct me if I'm wrong, and if I'm saying it correctly.
Yes, Kilami.
Kalami. And does Kalami mean?
Kilami is a secret name.
Oh, okay, okay, that's okay.
It's a secret name, but in few months there will be a surprise.
Oh, there will be a reveal.
There will be, yes, because I wrote a book about my whole story. And this is the first time
you heard it here first.
Yes,
I love this. You are getting the news. We are breaking news consistently here at Celebrity Catwalk.
Yes.
So you have written a book.
I wrote a book about
Is it really an autobiography, would you say?
Yes, it's an autobiography and talk about my entire story, like me coming from Italy, been working in the fashion world in Italy and coming to New York, you know, just for vacation, and then step by step made my new life, build my new life here, create my brand, and now it's been 6 years that I have the Kilami brand, the collection.
Yes.
And I did, you know, New York Fashion Week.
I know you do New York Fashion Week. You are a regular at New York Fashion Week. Correct me if I'm wrong. This was not your first New York Fashion Week. No, you do it often.
I did a lot of beautiful fashion shows during New York Fashion Week. And during all this year, many, many things happened. Amazing moments, bad moments. I never, you know, lose.
Do you learn?
Purpose.
I want us to, because I think there's some definite gems in there. How did the bad moments help you, or mold you, shape you?
Well, I lived a few bad moments in these years because one of the worst was one day I woke up after flying back from Italy to New York, and my mom called me that my dad passed away.
Oh,
so that was very like a moment where you know you realize that you're very far away. And you're by yourself here, always fighting, always like, you know, try to make your life here and keep working, keep promoting your brand or your career. So in that moment, I had like a shock because I then realized, oh my God, I'm so far, my mom is there. And so that was like a moment that I went back to Italy for a while and, you know, tried to heal.
Of course.
And it took time. Yes. And then again, like back on track, focus. Thank God. I always say that I have a very big passion. So my passion for what I do, for my creations, and it's really like saved my life many times, I guess.
Wonderful.
From what I do. So I really wanted to just write a book about, like, you know, like if you believe in what you do and you want to make your dreams come true, it is dreams, they come true. But I work hard. Like, you know, I always work hard, try to stay focused. And, you know, it's not easy. Like, it's also not easy to keep doing everything. You have to invest money and, you know, keep working and reinvest.
Where do you get your design inspiration from? Your shoes are absolute, really works of art, and they're very unique. We don't see them coming and going.
Yes.
So how do you keep your creative juices flowing, if you will?
So I go by collection, and I really like to discover like new materials and try new materials and application on my shoes. If I get inspired by the movie or a song or, you know, like a city, a travel, then I put that into my creation, into colors, into materials, into embroideries. And I like to do the shoes. The shoes are all by hand embroidered by me, and I will keep doing this to keep it very unique.
So no matter how, for now, no matter how big you get, It's important for the integrity of your brand for you to still.
Even if I'll have a bigger brand, a bigger distribution, then some of the shoes will always be embroidered by hand by me, because for me it's like an art piece. It's like the shoes are like my canvas. So I work on the shoes and I create. Yes, it's a pair of shoes, but for other artists, you know, they make paints. For me, it's more like working on a creation.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So every time they're different and.
Wonderful. All right, Pamela, you're going to have to come back. The next time you see Pamela here, we'll be doing a little, we'll have to do a fashion show, footwear, and we will do that. We will make that happen. Yes, absolutely.
I will come with my book next time.
Yes, and your book. We're going to have to delve more into the book.
Yes,
so
and I will,
we will, yes.
You know, the whole adventure of Hollywood and the Oscars and everything. So I will tell you all about it when I come back.
More breaking news here. I love it. Wonderful. Pamela, please let everyone know where they can catch up with you on social media.
Yes, absolutely. So they can find my website is PamelaQuincy.com. And then I have an Instagram page which is Pamela Quincy, and the brand is Kilame, K-I-L-A-M-E. So they can find all the information online. Everything is right there on social media.
Absolutely.
24/7.
Yes. Wonderful. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you
You're
so
going to be back again
Thank
soon.
You so much.
Thank you very much, and we'll be back.